Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV, episode number 36. We're climbing up there. Yes. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Hola.
And the third wheel, Ric Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And, of course, our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Boy, we have lots to talk about this week. We got the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. We got a little bit of Raw. We got a little bit of SmackDown. But before we go into that, let's go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we get into that, we have some birthdays, so let's get into that. We have...
Sorry.
We have... Some say Asuka, some say Asuka. Asuka turns 35 years old.
Wow.
What?
I thought she was a lot younger than that.
Yes, I thought so too.
Wow. Good deal.
We have a short birthday week because our next and last birthday of the week, the $1 billion princess herself, Stephanie Vincent Kennedy McMahon, turns 40 years old.
How old?
40.
40. Wow. Unbelievable.
She looks great for 40.
She does. She's looking good. Way to go, Steph.
All right, and now let's get into the wrestling news from around the world. This week we got some serious news to start off, people. We have Jamie Noble has been hospitalized after he was stabbed twice outside of his home on Wednesday morning. A driver pulled up to him and accused Noble of cutting him off. The two men argued, and Noble eventually took the man down. Two other men get out from the other car, and one of them stabbed Jamie in the upper back and in the mid-back spine area. Noble is believed to still be in the hospital, and his condition remains unknown. We will keep you posted on Jamie's health as we get the news in.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just heard about it today.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's
crazy.
So shocking. Like, it's taken 3 days to get this news out.
Now,
sometimes the family doesn't want it to be disclosed.
That's true too. Yeah, but at the same time, though, he's still employed by WWE.
Yes, he is.
You know, so I mean, if he didn't show up to work, he kind of got stabbed the other day. You know, somebody would have leaked it out a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but if the family has a gag order on it, you know, patient confidentiality, that's not going to happen.
That's true.
The doctor has spoken.
That's right. Shoot.
All right. All right. What's going on? We have Eric Bischoff threatened to sue Matt Hardy after Matt Hardy said in a new DVD that Bischoff and Hulk Hogan raped and pillaged TNA Impact Wrestling.
Really?
And Matt Hardy's wife responded via Twitter. And now, Matt Hardy's wife is somebody you shouldn't be messing with. As she said this, controversy creates chaos. Wait, strike that. Only when it's you, right? This whiny little B to the itch, Eric Bischoff, out here threatening to sue Matt. LMAO. Lame as. When people spend their existence dishing it, but can't take it. Hop on over and sue me next, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, don't mess with Matt Hardy, because you're going to get the female tiger.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Jesus. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, but it's true though. Eric Bischoff of all people, like really?
Yeah. that's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's who Eric Bischoff has been his whole life.
Yeah. Yeah.
A whiny beat to the itch.
A whiny beat to the itch.
All right, and our last bit of news. I've been saying this for a couple weeks now about the Shield main eventing every main event for the last couple of years. Well, I did my homework, Tony. In June of 2014, the Shield main evented their first pay-per-view at Payback. Including that pay-per-view, there has been 31 pay-per-views since then.
What?
26 of which a member of the Shield has main evented. 26 out of 31. The other 5 included Brock Lesnar, 2 against John Cena, 2 against The Undertaker, and the last one against Randy Orton. So unless you're a member of the Shield or Brock Lesnar, you're not getting a main event spot.
Now, let me ask you a question, though. How many consecutive?
All right, Tony, you're killing me, man. All right, no, but at one point, it was the very beginning. The Shield had 2 back-to-back. Yep. Then it was 2 more back-to-back of Brock Lesnar. And then there was at least 16 straight.
Wow.
And then there was another 2 with Undertaker and Brock. Mm-hmm. And then another, 10. And then Randy Orton and Brock.
Wow. Now, just, all right, that's interesting. I mean, we'll see how many more, we still got the rest of the year to figure that out, too, so. So now let me ask you, Rick, did you hear anything, because I just found this out today, too. Did you hear anything about the selling of TNA?
Yes, I haven't. Right now, I heard that WWE is back in the picture.
Bidding, yeah.
To buy them.
Now, Bound for Glory is supposed to be this weekend, their pay-per-view, and that might not happen because they don't got no money.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, if they don't get the sale, the contract done this week, then there's no Bound for Glory. So I guess there's no Bound for Glory.
Yeah, well, and then on top of that, I guess Billy Corgan, the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins Wrestling, he just, I guess, he's like, now he's up in the air about purchasing it, even though he's 30% owner. So I think where it comes to, obviously, is boiled down to brass tacks is money. And he doesn't want to front up the rest of the money for, because he's got to purchase to be, full owner, and then he's got to put more money on top of that, so that way they can do their pay-per-view this weekend. So, I don't know. You know who does got money? Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So he might be able to purchase it. And you know what? I hope he does. I'd like to see these little video packages on the WWE Network. So
it's not a question he made him, so he can absolutely buy them twice over. It's just that he's not sure if he wants to do it or not.
Well, he wants that video package. He wants the library. He wants the TNA library. So we'll see. All right, so let's go straight on to rumors. Now, rumors been going on about Paige. 30 days of suspension has been up, but she has not been cleared to wrestle. She's been in Raw the last 2 weeks in a row, I guess, and she's got injuries dealing with some sort of nerve damage in her back and shoulder. Also neck issues, but nothing's been confirmed on that. The severity of the neck issue, I think if it is, then she's likely going to have surgery. But, she's not been cleared, and apparently she's been begging to be cleared. So, do they really need her back? I mean, are things going well with the women's division?
No, they absolutely need her back. Yeah? They absolutely do.
But as what? The heel or face or what?
Anything. Just because, you know what it is? Raw is balancing now with 3 girls.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I'm just like, after this week, you realize, you're like, how many women are actually on the roster for both of these shows? Yeah. There's only 6 on SmackDown, and I'm counting 5 on Raw.
Yeah, not many. So, yeah, you're right. They do probably need to bring her back sooner than later. All right, so now this one's interesting. A lot of rumors going around now about the whole, about Cesaro's contract. Apparently is up pretty soon. So the WWE, even though it's not a spoiler, I'm talking about it now because everybody already knows, or you should know, that the WWE intentionally put him in the tag with Sheamus to use him while not actually pushing him. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this is the messed up part. In the event that Cesaro does not renew his contract, that it's easier for the WWE to break them apart. Like Sheamus obviously would turn on Cesaro, and then they give the push to Sheamus. That's wrong, man. When I heard that, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Jesus, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And again, now my next rumor, I am spoiling it a little bit, but it also has to do with another contract dispute. Dolph Ziggler. He has about a year left in his contract, though. But it is said that the WWE is said to consider having Dolph lose his match against The Miz and then have him take a long break before returning to the WWE with a whole new gimmick. Now, if everybody saw last week's episode of Man, Sit Your Ass Down the person I put in there was Dolph Ziggler, and I did say that he needed to take a break. He does need to go away for a little while. Now, I'm a little confused because, and obviously we'll talk about it later in the SmackDown breakdown. That's originally ours, by the way. But anyway, it's just the fact that that the Miz, when he was talking about that stipulation about if I'll put my career on the line for that title belt or whatever he said, and then the Miz came out, which was pretty smart on his, because I was wondering this too. Is that he goes, so not coming back in a mask and not coming back as this, or not going away for 30 days, then coming back, you're just totally done for good. And then Dolph said yes. So when I did that report and him taking some hiatus and then come back with a new gimmick, that's kind of weird to me, especially what happened on SmackDown. So, but that's all I got for the rumors. What do you got for the injury report?
All right, I only have one injury, which is always good.
That is good.
Paige is now... She is now looking at 2 surgery options for her neck.
Oh, wow. So look at that.
She said via Twitter, being quiet for a while, time to get the neck fixed so I could come back and kick some ASS.
Wow. A to the SS.
There you go.
She was also seen in Mexico.
Really?
Yes.
Was she opening up Alberto Del Rio's restaurant there?
She was supporting her man in Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Right.
In La Lucha Libre.
And the Lucha Libres. All right. Well, get well, Paige, and come back soon.
Yes.
So, we miss you.
Yes, we do. All right, so now that's it for the injury report. Let's go on to the 4th and final round of Ric Serrano III's fantasy bracket. This one was a very hard one. I was thinking about it all week.
Me too.
Yes.
This one's very difficult. But go ahead. Take it away, Rick. It's your bracket.
All right, guys. This is the final 4. And before we get into it, I just want to say on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook, yes, the fans were responding, Tony. I was asking, who do you think out of the final 4 should win it all? Yep. We had some people saying the British Bulldog should win.
I saw that.
One person said Kurt Angle should win.
Yeah.
One person even said Sheamus deserves to win it all.
Yep.
And you know what? I even said, I hope that one of these guys would like our message or something. And we had David Hart Smith, the son of British Bulldog. He liked our tweet. And the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle also liked our tweet.
Yes, he did.
I was really, really excited about that. But let's not be biased now. Let us not pick these guys.
That is true. You're right.
Because they're like professional here.
Yes.
So, Final four. Match
right.
number 1.
Final 4.
The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, versus Kurt Angle.
Jesus, man. That's such a tough one. You know what, Mimi? I'm going to let you go first.
Is that I like them both. They both were very technical wrestlers. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to say with the Bulldog.
Wow. The British Bulldog? Really?
Yeah. I just picked one because they're both great.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I can't pick one and I can't choose both. So
okay, so now on to me. This was a really tough one. I loved the British Bulldog growing up.
Yeah.
He was a bad A to the double S, and he can hang with the best of them. I never did see him. Well, actually, no, I did see him in a couple heavyweight title fights. Mm-hmm. He didn't fare so well. I'm sorry to say, he really did not. Kurt Angle, on the other hand, has many title defenses, many title matches, and a one-on-one, Kurt Angle versus the Bulldog, British Bulldog. I think Kurt Angle has the edge. So I'm going with Kurt Angle.
All right.
Kurt Angle. Rick, you are the tiebreaker, my friend.
And I was thinking this was gonna happen, so I was really sitting. As I was just walking around the neighborhood, I'm just like, damn, man, how great of a matchup would this have been? Haven't seen this,
Yeah.
Because I can definitely, and they definitely could have pulled off the England versus the U.S.
Oh, God,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yep.
Wow, they would have tore the house down. But overall, I want to give it to the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Whoa! Kurt Angle.
So Kurt Angle
advancing to the finals. Wow.
All right, who is he going to face? Is it going to be the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus? or the stupid idiot Chris Jericho?
This is a match that could actually still happen.
Yes.
It's true.
You know, and I'm trying so hard not to be biased. I really do like Jericho. He's been really funny lately. But I can't base my judgment off of him being funny. No. I gotta base it on the wrestling match he would have. But my confusion is if do I judge him as a heel wrestler or a babyface wrestler? And that's the problem I'm having with Sheamus. Do I judge him as a heel wrestler or a babyface wrestler? That's what it came down to for me. The edge goes to... Man, this is so hard for me. It really was. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because Jericho, but Sheamus. To me, my pick is Sheamus. Sheamus.
Whoa!
Sheamus.
Whoa!
Yeah. and I with Sheamus and Chris Jericho, I view them both as heel wrestlers, and. And it was just...
It's getting intense to hear people...
It was just like, I'm watching them go back and forth. 45 minutes later.
45 minutes? That's a long match.
I know that. It is a long match.
Wow.
And I'm going to give it to...
Uh-oh.
It.
Whoa! Chris Jericho gets a vote from Mimi Goody. Rick, you are the deciding factor again in this fight. Wrestling match of the year in this bracket. Who will advance to the final round? Will it be Chris Jericho or the Great White Hype, Sheamus? Rick, you are the deciding factor.
Don't be mad at me.
This is a tough matchup right here.
Yes, it is, because it can still happen.
Exactly, it can still happen.
So who would be right if they were to, lock horns in the ring?
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with the person with the it factor, Chris Jericho.
Whoa! Jericho.
Stupid idiots.
Jericho advances. So now we are in the finals.
Yes.
The finals.
I was preparing for this because I had a feeling it was going to come down to Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho. And do you know how many matches these guys have had against each other?
Yes.
They have defended the European title against each other, the Intercontinental title, the WCW title, the WWE title. It has been anything and everything. These guys have had wars. Check it out on the network, people.
Yes, and then now they made it to our bracket.
Fantasy bracket title.
A fantasy bracket.
Oh, man, who is going to be the champion?
All right, so who should go first?
You.
Me? All right.
Go ahead, Tony.
This matchup, and I've seen all their matchups. Man, this is another difficult one for me. I didn't go this far because I was still pondering on the other two matches. But I didn't expect these two to be in the finals, to be honest. Kurt Angle, yes, I did. But you know what? Who I got winning this one to be Ric Serrano III's champion is, oh boy, Kurt Angle.
Whoa!
Kurt Angle over Chris Jericho.
Oh man,
that's my pick, Mimi Goody.
I know.
It's on you.
No, this is a hard one. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho has the it factor. Kurt Angle, he is Mr. It, and I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna go with Kurt Angle.
Whoa!
Kurt Angle
wins the.
Oh my God! My God! Kurt Angle! He broke his ankle in half. Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations! Kurt Angle wins Ric Serrano III's 32-man fantasy bracket. Oh my God!
And that is because Chris Jericho refused to say hi to us at the Glens Falls Civic Center. He just looked at us and he said, screw y'all. And that is why Kurt Angle wins.
I love you, Jericho.
Wow, what an intense bracket, man. It was very, very intense. Very, very intense.
All right, so now, Tony, the winner of your bracket was Stone Cold
Stone Cold.
Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Then we have now my bracket winner, Kurt Angle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week because our very own Mimi Goody is going to have her very own fantasy bracket.
Hey.
A fantasy bracket of 16 women. Mimi Goody's 16-woman fantasy bracket. Tune in next week for that. Oh my God.
Yes.
I
yes.
am pumped for that.
So am I. This is going to be
All right,
interesting.
so guys, hold on. We're coming up with Clash of Champions after this commercial break. Excuse me.
Cavalry Contracting is locally owned family business that takes pride in working on a higher standard, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Check us out before you plan your next home or office project. For more information about our services, log on to calvaryservice.com. You can also like us on Facebook at Calvary Contracting. Give us a call at 518-669-6583. That's 518-669-6583. How can we serve you?
Hi fans, this is Adrian Strait and you're listening to POD Podcast.
All right, and we're back. Man, I'm still like, geez. That was very intense, man. I'm telling you, it was a matchup that I don't think a lot of people expected. But then if you notice, I mean, look who my champion is, an old schooler. Well, not really old school, but
Well, you know, they're both old school.
and well, that's what I'm trying to say. They're back from the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Mimi Goody's fantasy bracket, all women's.
I can't wait to
fantasy
see
bracket.
who's going to be in it. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, exactly. I am too. So, all right. So now let's go over Clash of Champions, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Now the opener, the what do they call that match? The pre-show match.
Pre-show.
It was Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. It was a good match. The one thing I wanted it to see, I did see to see Nia Jax's defense. And she did pretty good. She didn't do that bad. She improved a lot since NXT, and I liked it. I dug it. It was a good pre-show match, so to speak. So the winner ended up being Nia Jax. Like I said, I thought she did good. She did real good.
For me, though, she cannot take leg kicks for anything, though. When she was taking those leg kicks, she's throwing her whole body.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, Nia, this is not how you do it. But as it kept going,
that's the one thing that she took over from NXT, and she brought it to the main roster.
I don't know how to take a leg kick. I'll continue that.
Yeah, she waves. She looked like those inflatable waving things.
It's like Bayley's thing came into the ring. But no, it was like you said, it was a good match. Alicia Fox was hyped.
Yeah,
she was. She was really into it.
Yeah.
But another squash match essentially.
It ended up being a squash match, but hey, we'll see where they go with it. We still got time to, shape her and mold her to be what they want her to be.
Yep.
All right, so now the very first match, it was New Day versus the Club.
Oh man.
Shall we save this for Raw? Just say who the winner is and then just save our thoughts and comments for Raw, or you want to just lay it out now?
Let's lay it out now because I don't want to just. I want to get past this match as fast as possible.
Exactly.
Okay, the winner ended up being New Day. I mean, I yelled. Are you kidding me?
I wanted to stop watching it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was ridiculous. I mean, they won by cheating, number one.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be baby faces.
Yeah, they're supposed to be baby faces. They won by cheating. It's like, wait a minute. Why would you...
What the heck?
Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And then now, you know what? Vince took a very dominant team in the club. They were dominant in Japan. They were the tag team champions in Japan. And he literally just buried them.
Yeah.
Buried them.
Buried
them. And then, on top of that, it carried right on to Raw. Unbelievable.
But the thing with this match, the club was so aggressive. They were so on point. Everything was going well.
Yeah.
They hit the Buddha Doom. They even hit the other finisher. I can't even remember the name. The Magic Killer.
The Magic Killer.
And I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And then the damn Stone
Yeah.
Cold? That's what your baby face isn't gonna do. And then Michael Cole, I don't condone this, but hey, it's a win is a win.
Yeah, but then if it was the other way around, he'd be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, give me a break. So
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. So.
Ridiculous.
All right, so now the next match, it was TJ Perkins, the Cruiserweight champion, versus Brian Kendrick.
That theme song he came out to was amazing.
Really? The whole
That
video
was so
game
awesome.
thing? I can do without the dab, though. I mean, come on. Serious? Why?
You know, I wrote that in my notes, so everybody's gonna do the dab now. That's just the thing now in the WWE.
That could be it.
But he was doing it in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Right.
So
Yes.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, he's a decent wrestler. He used to, I didn't even know this. He wrestled in TNA he was under a hood, under a mask, apparently, and a mask. Now apparently, I got to find this out too. So any one of us probably might have to look it up and find out. But he was in TNA. He wore a mask. And apparently, when he was in TNA, they didn't allow him to talk because he couldn't cut a promo, and that's only obvious here. When I heard that, I was like, "Yeah, he can't cut a promo. He's just bad." But then I see why they put him in the matchup with Brian Kendrick.
Well, you see, the thing is, the guy like Grand Metalik and TJ Perkins, they were in the finals.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been in the finals. The two guys that should have been in the finals was Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
and Hideo Itami,
No.
the other guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy, they deserved to be there.
Right.
But the reason why they weren't there was because they didn't sign a contract with the WWE.
Yep. That's what I heard too.
So we're just gonna put the guy.
Yeah.
It was absolutely ridiculous. Because TJ Perkins, as we saw on Raw, is not a good draw.
No.
And this match wasn't really that well. It wasn't really good either.
No, I mean, there was some cool spots in the match. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a cruiserweight, and it's like I said, it's just, to me, it just feels like they're holding back. I don't know if somebody's telling them to do that or what, but it looks like they're just holding back. Yep. But either way, TJ Perkins retained his title. A little bit of a heel move by Brian Kendrick when he headbutted him.
Yep.
Bad acting on TJ, though, but obviously this is going to keep going. So now the next matchup, which, you know what? At first I was like, finally, this can be the end of it. But you know what? I really enjoyed this match.
This was a good match.
Sheamus versus Cesaro, the seventh match, the final seventh match. It was a really good match, man.
Yes.
Cesaro almost broke his neck.
Oh my God, man.
What is he thinking?
He's thinking his contract's almost up.
Probably. He's like, my contract's almost up. Head dive, suicide dive. But when you do that type of move, you have to keep your head up. It does look a little ridiculous, but it prevents you from going like that. Putting your head down and risking landing on your head. You were always taught that if you ever did want to do a suicide dive. The one who really does a really good suicide dive, I'm not going to lie, is Dean Ambrose. Watch how he does it.
Yeah.
Watch how he does it. He's always like this. He has his head up because that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know what the hell Cesaro was thinking.
He's too big to be doing a suicide dive.
A lot of those guys are too big to be doing a suicide dive.
Big E is too big.
Big E. Exactly.
Yes, I'm like,
those guys they're oh man, somebody's really gonna get hurt.
They can't be superflies like the luchadores.
Yeah.
They can't. They're not little like these guys.
Yeah, or me. Anyway. Come on, man. I was legit. Anyway, so yeah, I mean if the match, I did like it. I really did. That aside that little suicide dive, it was a really good match.
Cesaro hit a 619, guys.
Yeah, what the heck was that?
I know.
And they acknowledged it. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could it be a hint?
They acknowledged Rey Mysterio.
Could it be a hint that he's coming back?
I don't know if he is coming back or not.
Oh, I hope he's coming back.
But he's still with TNA, with Lucha Underground.
But he could still come back part time.
He could. Maybe we will see him. Oh, that was a joke. All right, so now it ended up being a no contest. Go figure. A no contest. And then, of course, later on the show, we're going to discuss on Raw what actually happened. So this final decision from Mick Foley. So now, the next matchup, it was Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. It was, to me, it wasn't all that great. It wasn't. Just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's Sami Zayn. Maybe. I don't know. But Chris Jericho won. That kind of threw me off. I think maybe that's what it was. You know. No, I didn't soak it in, man. But you know. But no, that was just. I wasn't invested in it, I guess.
You know, that's what it was. It's that we all thought Sami Zayn was going to win. There's no way Chris Jericho was going to win this match because Sami Zayn needs to go over.
Right.
And once again, Chris Jericho proves us wrong. And he wins.
Well, once again, Vince McMahon is holding a great wrestler back.
That's true. Well, look what he's doing with the club.
Exactly.
But you know what? Chris Jericho's better. That's why he was in the finals of Ric Serrano, the third fantasy bracket.
Oh my God! All right, so now the women's championship: Charlotte versus Bayley versus Sasha Banks. What do you guys thought of this match? I thought it was all right. It wasn't that bad. Again, I'm not a big fan of the triple threat.
I'm tired of the triple threat.
There's been a lot of triple threat matches lately.
I understand there's only 3 girls, but come on now.
I mean, Bayley was barely in this match.
Yeah, she was barely in this matchup. Exactly. And the thing is, she ended up getting pinned. So, obviously, so Charlotte wins and she retains the title. But, my thing is I think they got to revamp this whole women's division again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Start fresh, start some kind of crazy storyline, different storylines to go off a little bit. The one thing, they got to start pushing a lot of these younger women there and start giving them a chance instead of trying to throw it all in one package like they did with this one.
Yeah.
That's my beef. Because then now, obviously on Raw, what happened is like, wait a minute, what? They're getting me confused a little bit.
Now, let me say this. What if they did this? And this has nothing to do about anything bad about women's wrestling. It's because I respect it.
Yeah.
What if they did something like the Cruiserweight Classic or like with NXT, where they give the women 1 hour of a spot where it's just women's wrestling?
Yeah.
You have tag team title.
Oh, I know.
Well,
give them an hour.
Yeah, I mean, but I've mentioned it before, too. I think if they had, like, another title involved, a women's IC title, or granted, a tag team, a women's tag team title, how come they don't do that? Because then they can develop more stories that way, and it can give these women a chance. I don't see why they're not doing that, because now you look at SmackDown and you look at Raw, they only got one belt exclusively for each brand, and 4 people are fighting for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't, it's like, and the storylines are not meshing at all. Like when we go into SmackDown, I'll talk about that too, about what, there's a feud with Carmella and Nikki, and then they're both trying to still go after the championship, and then you got Alexa Bliss in the mix of that. She's the number one. You know what I'm saying? It's getting confusing, and they need to like sit back and say to themselves, you know what? Let this feud go. We'll keep on with this one. We'll keep nudging this one as a singles feud, and blah blah blah, whatever. It just doesn't look like they're going that way.
No.
So I don't know. That's a good idea, though. I think they should do something like that. That way, it could give them a chance. Give them more exposure.
Exactly.
I would love to see a women's tag team championship. That would be awesome.
And I would totally tune in on a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock to watch women's wrestling for an hour.
Yeah, by yourself.
Wow. Women's revolution, people.
That's right. So, all right. So now it's the next match for the U.S. title.
Speaking of a women's match.
Oh man! So it was Rusev versus Roman Reigns. Oh boy! You know what? This was a good match. You can't front. You didn't like it. Why?
I'm gonna front.
All right. So front. Go ahead. What was so bad about this matchup?
How the hell does Rusev hit Reigns in the spine 3 times with that kick, and he pops up and hits a spear. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
The best part of this match was Lana actually doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
She finally became a heel manager and she pulled the referee out.
Yep.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But then after that, the match went to crap.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. I dug the match. I liked it. It was very aggressive. It was a lot of back and forth. What I liked. I did like Lana's involvement. It's about time. I've mentioned that so many times. The new champ, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins it, man.
With a spear out of nowhere.
With a spear out of nowhere.
You gotta do something different, man.
Yeah.
I would rather have him in the corner doing that shit where he can't move his neck and he's just like trying to move his head.
Yeah.
I'd rather him do that.
And then he goes, ooh, ah.
And spear him to do anything else. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
To come out of nowhere with a spear is ridiculous. Whatever. All 3 members of the Shield have now held the U.S. title.
Yes, and that's probably why they did that.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it was.
That's probably why. So, all right. So now the main event: Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. It was a decent match. I was expecting more though.
Yeah, me too.
I really was. There was the thing that happened at the end where, what was it? Like another referee had to get involved.
Yeah. So he was going for the pump-up powerbomb and Rollins jumped over him and hit the
that's right. Yeah.
barely. And the referee got knocked unconscious.
Yeah,
he had to go to the hospital for 17 stitches in his head.
A broken labrum.
Yeah. And then Chris Jericho, the best friend of Kevin Owens, comes out.
Yep.
And he tries to help him out. And then Stephanie comes out, brings out another referee.
Yep.
And Kevin Owens hits the pump-up powerbomb for the 1, 2, 3 victory.
That's it. And, of course, now, with all that being said, it all carried on to Monday Night Raw. So, I mean, Clash of Champions wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. I would have loved... I think what bumped me down this pay-per-view was just the fact that New Day won.
Yeah.
I think that's what brought me down.
And then you have the pay-per-view is called Clash of Champions. All the titles are on the line.
Yeah.
You only had one title change.
One title change. That was it.
And
one title change.
It was Roman Reigns. That's
your favorite wrestler.
Makes it even worse.
Oh, man.
And then, of course, there's no Triple H.
Yeah. No Triple H, you know,
nowhere.
With the storyline from what happened, a month ago already?
Yeah.
Nothing. So,
and then we find out the next day that there was something that happened after a Clash of Champions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Where Stephanie is walking backstage and Triple H picks her up in the limo and says, "How'd it go?" And she said, "Great."
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's a scandal right there. We gotta call TMZ.
I know, right? For all we know, he could have been asking how your dinner was. She was like, "Great."
That's it.
That's it. Or, hey, how'd that Mondo Duke go? Oh, great. How do we know? You know what I'm saying? How do we know what happened? We don't know what happened. We don't know what he was talking about. We had to assume. Jeez.
You know what they say when you assume?
That's right. You make a A to the double S, to the U and to the me.
I didn't think you were going to pull that one off.
Yeah, I know. I didn't either. Okay, so now let's go straight on to Raw notes. All right, Raw opens up with Roman Reigns. And yeah, you guys are terrible. So it was they opened up no promo, no nothing. It was a straight up match. Roman Reigns versus Rusev. Rusev
that's
getting
good.
his
because Roman can't talk and neither can Rusev.
Yeah, that's true. So they oddly to me, oh my God, they're doing the rematch clause. Whoa. Now, before I go on about this match, let me tell you something. This was a long match. Was this longer than the one they had at Clash of Champions?
This was 27 minutes long.
Jeez,
wow.
Man.
But who was counting?
I was writing it. I was like, yo, this is a long match.
Yeah.
And then I look at it. I said 27. I said 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, see, you had 27 minutes. I had 31 minutes.
All right. 29. We'll put
Well,
it
But
right
all right,
there.
let's
that
put
was
that
including
in.
the 2-minute commercial.
Yeah, that's what it was. So.
There you go.
Now, it wasn't a bad match. I thought, a lot of good back and forth, a lot of good kickouts at the 2 counts and all this other crap.
The 2-2-2
The
count.
2-2-2-2.
There was a moment where Rusev had Roman in a head scissors, and I was just saying, if Rusev was to fart right now, that would make things really interesting.
That would be, yeah.
Who's to say that he didn't?
Exactly.
That's true. He easily could have. Easily. Like, I got you now, Roman. There you go.
But one thing I really dug about this match was, how Roman does those corner clotheslines to the 10 count?
Yeah.
Rusev sold it
He
better
did.
than anybody
Anybody,
has
yep.
ever done it, and it made it actually look effective.
That's true.
And this is how, JR even said it. Good old JR said how great Rusev is.
Yeah.
Rusev needs to get pushed to the top.
Yeah. He'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it, but not now. Not now.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. So, that was Rusev, by the way. You was shocked. Rusev came out. He's like, "Who, me?" So he broke out of his accent. So anyway, so the match, there was no winners. Double count out. Double count out, and obviously we're not going to see the end of this.
No.
So we'll see what happens at the next pay-per-view. So now Mick Foley's in the ring, and he calls out Sheamus and Cesaro. They're both claiming they should be awarded a championship title opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Mick says that that he's going to put them both as a tag team and face the winner of New Day versus The Club. I was like so pumped for this match, man.
Were you?
No, I wasn't. I was like, are you kidding me now?
Unreal.
Now, why? Why would they do this again? And see, so far, the first 2 matches is the matches from Clash of Champions.
Yep.
Why am I paying a subscription to the WWE Network if I'm going to watch it the next day? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make
Mimi
sense.
doesn't know what you're saying. He's always watching it for free.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
yeah, he went there.
I give him like $4.50. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. So anyway, so I mean now, oh my lord, I'm just like heavily disgusted with this right about now.
But aren't you also disgusted that Cesaro and Sheamus lose their title opportunity?
Yeah.
To become tag team? Oh yeah. You know what? You guys become tag team champions.
Yeah, and you know what? It looks like they're gonna win it. That's what's sad. It looks like they're gonna get it. It's like
Which
really.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. No one would mind at this point.
Well, yeah, you know what? I want those 2 jobbers. I want Gary the Milkman Millman and that other guy with no chin. Have them beat the New Day.
There you go.
You know? So, next, afterwards, obviously, was New Day versus The Club. Actually, this match was pretty decent.
It was.
Coffee was busted open, boy.
Yo,
Did
man.
you see the blood?
Yes.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's where I grew a lot of respect for Kofi, because Kofi could have stayed outside that ring and bled out.
Yeah.
But he came in, broke up the 2
Yeah.
count, hit the Trouble of Paradise,
Yep.
and ended up picking up the win.
Yep. And now let me ask you something. That day on Monday Night Raw, if New Day would have been victorious, which they ended up being victorious, they won. It was their 400th day as champion. Do you think they did that because of that? To creep up on Demolition's record?
I'm absolutely glad you brought that up, because that's exactly what I believe. I think they want them to break Demolition's record. They have 2 more months to go.
Oh,
to break
really?
the record. Yeah.
I think they should lose it on the last day.
I hope so, because you know what? Demolition is a great tag team,
They
and they
are.
were a great tag team for a reason. 'cause
Exactly.
They were wrestlers.
They were
You know,
wrestlers, yeah.
These guys are jokers. It's not the same anymore, man.
It's not. Especially the tag team division and on
Yeah.
Raw. It's just
It's
horrible.
Horrible.
It's horrible. So, all right, so then up next is Bayley versus another jobber. Her name was Anna Fields. I don't know why they did this, to be honest.
You know, that's the first jobber that you actually remember the
That's
name?
the second one. This is the second one. So
Second one, you remember last week's?
I remember last week's. Yeah. No, I got the last week's right, and I got this week's right too.
Que milagro.
So, for you, for you Spanish-speaking people, that means what a miracle. All right, so stop it. So, so the winner was Bayley. So why did they do this match? I don't get it.
Yeah, why did Bayley get a squash match unless you're thinking you're gonna put her up against
Nia Jax?
Nia Jax.
Yeah, probably. Could be. All right, so now backstage, Mick confronts Steph about what happened at the Clash of Champions, and then all of a sudden Steph went all rogue and stuff, and it was because Mick was questioning her about the whole Triple H thing.
Yeah.
So Steph got all pissed off and angry and started yelling at him and was like, "Just remember who you work for." And of course, Mick bowed down to her. I don't know why, but. And that was that. So now up next, it was the Cruiserweights. It was Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Drew Gulak. Is that how it's pronounced?
Drew Gulak.
Gulak and Lince Dorado.
Yes.
Yes. It was a good match.
Can you handle that? Can you handle it?
Now, did you guys notice that they changed the color of the ropes?
Yes, they did that also in Clash of Champions.
Yes.
So that's what they're going to be doing now.
Apparently so, because they did it twice on Raw. Twice on Raw they did it.
Unbelievable.
Yes, exactly. So it was a good match. To me, it needed more of a storyline, I guess. The winner was Cedric and Rich Swann. Like I said, if they're gonna start bringing in the cruiserweights, start building up a story. You can't just throw in the matches right away and expect people to say, "Okay, I like this guy." Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Build their characters. They're not building it.
No.
Exactly.
So,
I think you need to have one-on-one matches, tag team matches with 4 different guys with 4 different styles. Doesn't work. Drew Gulak does not belong in the cruiserweight division. I'm sorry.
No, he don't.
I don't care how many submissions he can do. He is vicious.
Yeah.
And why are you wearing that gear to the ring? Like that robe does not go with your character at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit him. Doesn't.
But Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander and Lince Dorado absolutely belong there.
Oh yeah.
And they need to develop those characters. I'd rather see a triple threat with those 3.
Yeah,
instead of a
absolutely.
tag team.
Absolutely. So, like I said, they do need to start building these guys' characters up, and that way, they can have a strong heel and a strong babyface and tell a good story. So,
Yeah.
now up next, it was Cesaro and Sheamus versus 2 jobbers. I didn't get their names.
Nick Cutler, Willis Williams.
What was the names again?
Nick Cutler, Willis Williams.
Venus Williams, the
Willis.
tennis player. She was there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's so corny, man.
No, it wasn't. That was funny.
It's so corny.
Then obviously the winners were Cesaro and Sheamus, and you know why they did this match? Just so they can show them not getting along. Oh boy. So it's stupid. Oh my lord, it was just dumb. Charlotte's cutting a promo on Sasha Banks. She comes out and wants a title shot. Charlotte teases and then says, "Next week, Sasha." It's like, seriously? And then she sucker slaps Charlotte.
No, she slapped her in the nose.
Yeah, it was a front slap to the
Like in
bridge of the
mouth
nose,
flip.
man. I was like,
Booyah.
ouch. Then, of course, Dana tried to attack her. Didn't really work out that way. She was put in the bank statement, and that was that segment. So next week, title match, women's. Sasha Banks deserves it. She's #1 contender again without fighting. You know how I feel about that. So, all right. So now it was TJ Perkins versus Tony Nese. This Nese dude I'm telling you, he's a badass dude.
Tony Nese deserves to win the Cruiserweight Classic. He was unbelievable.
He was unbelievable.
This guy has everything. He has power. He has speed. He has technicality.
Yep.
This guy has it all, man.
Oh yeah.
And then he loses.
He loses, so he lost to. I think they're going to keep the title on TJ Perkins for a while.
Yeah.
Until they find somebody that could be a good heel. I mean, Brian Kendrick, he is a good heel, but he can only go so far.
The crowd hated this match.
They did. But to me, there was the chant CM Punk. I thought that was very disrespectful. I mean, these guys did just start, so you cut them a break. Chanting CM Punk is not going to, You know, it was just disrespectful. You know, and what people don't understand is that CM Punk walked out on the whole wrestling fans, on everybody, and then you guys are going to cheer him back in?
Yeah.
No.
Excuse me.
He walked out.
He walked out,
and then he got knocked the hell out in 2 minutes.
He walked out on the bad storytelling in which they were trying to push Triple H once again, pushing Batista, who just got back. He was doing it for the people. He is the Robin Hood of wrestling.
And where is he at now?
He is recovering from his UFC debut, Tony.
That he lost in 2 minutes.
Yes, he lost in 2 minutes, but he didn't lose in one.
He sucks. Anyway.
The crowd also chanted Randy Savage.
They did. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, you know why, right?
Why?
Because they thought Tony Nese looked like Randy Savage. Someone told me that. I was like, really? Is that why? And they're like, yeah, they say he looked like Randy Savage. I was like, oh, boy. So winner was TJ Perkins. So good match. Not bad. But, again, more storytelling, please. Then you got the nice little vignette they did of Pedro Morales. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was awesome. While I was watching that, I was telling Mimi how I met Pedro when I was a young teenager. And he was actually going into a bodega. And he wanted directions to my high school because that's where he was wrestling. I said, hey, that's my high school. I know where it is. I'll take you to it. He goes, okay, thank you. And that's my story on Pedro Morales.
Wow.
So,
they should make a DVD about that.
You know, they should. Hey, now. So, all right, so now you got the highlight reel with Kevin Owens. They cut their promo. Seth tries to come out, and he gets stopped by security, I guess. So he puts him back. And so when Kaz comes out, though, they cut their promo. I thought that was a funny spot, though, when Chris Jericho says, I think Enzo or Kaz said, you look like Santa Claus or something like that. And then Chris Jericho said, yeah, I'll go over there and I'll sit on your lap.
Yeah.
And then they were like, wait, what? What did you just say? You're going to sit on my lap? And then Jericho's like, no, I didn't. I didn't say that. He goes, I said I'll punch you in the face.
I love that.
So that's what I love about Chris Jericho is because he's willing to make himself look stupid, to better his character. So I just thought that was hilarious. That was pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
It was hilarious. Yes, it was. So now ends up being a match. Okay.
The main event of Raw.
The main event on Raw. Big Kaz and Enzo versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Another long match.
Crowd was dead.
Crowd was beyond dead for that one.
Estaba muerto.
Yes, it's out of Huertos, whatever she said. Yes, that's it. All right, so the winners ended up being Owens and Jericho. It was an unusual Raw.
Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
No Triple H.
No Triple H again.
No Sami Zayn. No Shining Stars.
No
Chinese stars.
No Nia Jax.
No.
Nia Jax.
No Braun Strowman.
Nope.
No Luke Harper.
Nope.
No Paige.
No Paige. Nothing.
That's
The
real.
same matchup that we just saw last night.
Yep.
Yes.
The night before. So.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So with that being said, it is time for Ric Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
All right. Welcome back to Ric Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke is, how does Brock Lesnar greet his manager?
No clue.
Hey, man.
I got it!
You finally got it. Yay!
I got it!
She got it. Yay!
A second late, but I still got it.
Yeah.
In case you didn't get it, guys, Paul Heyman is the manager. Hey, man. Hey, Heyman. Get it? All right. Well, if you have a wrestling joke that you would like to share with us, send it in to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, or Twitter at Wrestling POV, or Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag WPOVjokes. We want to hear from you, people. I want to hear from you. Tony wants to hear from you. Mimi wants to hear from you. Miguel wants to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page as well. on Wrestling POV Podcast. Just subscribe, like, share our videos, do it all, people. Comment. We will respond quickly.
And make it easy so I can understand it.
There you go. With that being said, let's get into the original, the one, the only SmackDown Breakdown. Alright. So, SmackDown Breakdown. Listen, Taz, you got something to say about SmackDown Breakdown? Let me tell you something. You talking about how you going to do the SmackDown Breakdown and a second later going to say how you don't listen to any other podcasts? I call BS on that. And if you would just give me a call or comment to us and unblock us from Twitter and have a conversation with us, we can discuss who came up with what first. All right, brother? That's all I got to say about you, Taz. Moving on.
Pendejo.
Whoa! Jesus!
Whoa! I was just calling him Taz.
A spade is a spade is a spade.
Jeez, she went all reeking-y there, man.
She called him straight out,
She
man.
called him a straight-up bendaho. So go ahead.
Alright. The SmackDown Breakdown opens up with Randy Orton. And he says, I know why you talk about fear and sneak attack. It's because you're afraid. You're afraid of me. Bray, get your 8SS to the ring if you're man enough and face your fears. And Bray Wyatt appears on the Titantron talking about Hansel and Gretel, something about breadcrumbs, something about come find me, and then he starts singing I got the whole world in my hands. It's like kind of old schoolish. They're trying to do their own thing, a little story back.
Yeah.
Hey, I can dig that.
Yeah.
I can dig that too, though.
Yeah.
You know, I see how Randy is playing the mind games.
It's
back.
also storytelling. Okay? It's storytelling.
And?
So it's just to get you invested
but
in their match.
You
You
like,
sound like it's a problem.
yeah.
Huh?
You sound like it's a problem. You
Because
don't like it?
because it dragged out.
Listen, it wasn't
It's
27
story.
minutes.
Exactly. Storytelling, okay?
All right. Tony don't like the stories. So Dean Ambrose is backstage, and he says he got a lot going through his mind, but this is a PG show. I beat John Cena, and so did AJ, but that's old news, like John Cena. And then he's like, I'm going to break the face that runs the place. All right. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, something.
Yeah.
That
And
promo
then-
was longer than the
And then we have a
Then what?
I said that promo was longer than Bray's.
Yeah, right. No, it wasn't.
All right, go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
Then we have a 4-on-4 match with American Alpha and Beauty and the Man Beast versus the Ascension and the Usos. And
No.
Heath got his above ground pool.
Yeah. Hashtag he got kids. Now, let me ask you a question, Rick. How did you like the Usos' new entrance?
I'm glad you asked me that because I said the Usos got new music, but they have an old gimmick. Crime time, anyone?
Ooh.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was commenting on that. I asked Mimi Goody too. I said, "Did you like it? What'd you think of it?" Yeah, no, not really. I like their new entrance music.
Yeah,
I really do. But I think they still should have cut like the shorts and stuff like that. You know, maybe not go too crazy with the wording and stuff like that they used to be. But just plain black, you know, make it shiny or whatever. Have the ooze still on there. But not like this. Not like this.
I don't
This
like
is-
the sneakers in
I don't
the
like
wrestling.
I just don't like the street clothes thing. It's like, are you too lazy to buy yourself gear? You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people that did that back in the day,
No.
except for the
You know what it
Moondogs.
is? You know what it is that Naomi is spending all the money on their budget for hundreds entrances.
Wait a second. I have to defend Naomi on that because I can get all that gear that she got on at the dollar store, right? So she's not spending that much money.
Okay.
Y ya está, coño.
All right.
All right.
People,
I'm gonna defend our women. Sorry.
All right. No problem.
Hey, a woman is a woman. All right, back it up.
Don't come.
All right,
Take it easy,
but
okay?
speaking of women, Gable needs to take a vacation or something because he needs to get his knee fixed. You're just holding back your team now. That every week now it's gonna be you have a knee problem.
Yeah.
The best part of this match was that Heath Slater, baby, got the hot tag.
He did.
Yes, he did.
I did not expect that.
Yes, he did.
But then the Usos, and I'm loving this new finisher they got. I love the jumping super kick to the knee, and then that submission they got. They tying the arm behind the back, and then the single leg crab. They ended up winning over American Alpha and Beauty and the Man Beast.
All right, so now I'm gonna break your heart a little bit, Rick.
All right.
Though that move is very impressive, I do like that submission move. I hate it for a tag team. As a tag team, it's not good to have a submission move. It really isn't, because you're going to have the same person do that submission move all the time. I am what you would call a tag team expert. Okay, I was an 8-time tag team champion in the Indies. And 8 times. And I do love the fact of you do a move like Demolition, the Hart Foundation, the Guns, the Billy Gunn and Bart Gunn. The Smoking Guns. As a tag team, you always got to have a move like that because that's what makes you a tag team. When you do a submission move, you're only doing it for yourself. So, I mean, though that move is impressive, I really do like that move, but not for a tag team match. And the problem I have with that match in particular, too, is that they did it to Heath Slater. I'd rather have them pin Heath Slater by pulling on the trunks or putting their foot on the ropes than having him tap out like that. It discredits him a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it should have been Gable.
Yeah. It should have been.
Yeah, he has one leg. I mean, come on.
Do you think that they're trying to push the submission to separate the Usos as a tag team?
It could very well be, but I mean, they just turned heel. So they're going to ride that wave for a little bit for them being a heel. But as a separate, I can see them. That'd be an awesome move. Are you kidding me?
And hey, JBL said he spoke with Rikishi. I mean,
no,
David Otunga.
David Otunga
said he spoke with Rikishi.
And the thing of it is, we waited a week for him to tell that story.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because last week he mentioned it and didn't get a chance to tell it. And then this week, JBL goes, "Oh, yeah, so by the way, you said you spoke to there?" It's like, really? They really brought back what happened last week?
Yes.
Crazy.
Oh, my God. So go ahead, Rick.
All right, then we had The Miz cover James' photo in the hallway. That was pretty awesome.
That was funny.
It's The Miz, man. Come on. All right, then we have Randy Orton looking for Bray. There was an arrow pointing to the right. He moves it to the left and goes left. And the arrow turns back right. And Eric Rowan was standing right there.
Spooky.
I mean, come on. And then Bray ends up saying, "You were never going to take a direction, Randy, but you'll find out tonight." All right. Then we have Natalya and Carmella versus Naomi and Nikki Bella. Okay. I've been complaining about Naomi's entrances for quite a while right now.
Yeah.
But you know what? She can keep doing these entrances as long as now, every time she does it, is something different. Because you cannot do anything the same 2 weeks in a row now. Because you've done something different for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So keep that trend going. I hope you got the discount card at the 99-cent store. You're going to need it. The Bella Twins are on a cover of a magazine, Muscle of Fitness. Yeah. It's been 76 years since twins have been on the cover.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Impressive.
But I think the best part of this match was before the match even started. These pre-match interviews that they're having with the teams.
Yeah.
I can think of. It's so old school, man.
Very old school, yeah. Yeah.
But what's more ineffective? Is it Naomi's kicks or her butt shake?
I think the butt shake.
Ineffective?
Yeah. Come on.
Well, see, with the butt shake, you can get pink eye.
No.
But with the butt shake, you can fart in their face.
That's true. You can.
Because didn't Rikishi do that a bunch of times?
Yeah. Stink face.
The stink face?
That one. Yep.
But in this match, Carmella is definitely impressing me more and more every week. She's getting more and more aggressive with Nikki.
You know what, Rick, though? I got to stop you. Because ever since you talked about the size of that woman's neck, I can't look at her the same.
That's true. That's all he talked about throughout the whole entire
I'm
match.
like, she's unbalanced. So I blame you for it, Rick.
She's part Stretch Armstrong. But Nikki ended up hitting Natalya with the forearm, and Carmella rolls up Nikki for the win.
Yeah.
So they're really pushing this Nikki Carmella thing. All
Yep.
right. Randy sees a door backstage, and it says, "I am a god."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he predator or prey, and he opens up the "I am a god" one, and it has Orton, a cutout figure of Orton with the eyes cut out.
Yep.
All right.
It was
Then he
scary.
opens up the other door,
And he
But there's a
mistaken
camera.
it for a bathroom.
and there was a cat there. That may be the reason why he didn't open it.
That was a long flush.
I'm saying that was more than 10 gallons.
There must have been somebody else on the other side taking a dookie because he didn't open it.
That was a Mondo Duke.
Mondo.
And you know what it is? We knew that there was somebody else on the other side because there was a cameraman on the other side
Yeah.
and they were throwing. And Randy knew not to open that door. No, he didn't open that door.
Nuh-uh.
And then we have The Miz's awesome
Yes.
homecoming celebration.
Did you really dig that?
Yes, he did.
All right. After, let's get to the good part, and I'll tell you how much I loved it.
Oh,
Okay. After much investigation, Maurice says husband, not husband.
Husband.
I'm pretty sure she said Hazaband.
I went to investigation school for about a week.
Did you pass?
Nope.
No.
Oh, man.
But you didn't like the Miz's highlight
No, I hated
video
it.
package? You
It
didn't?
made me hate him more.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It
He's
made-
a champ, man. He's
He's
you
a
know
chump.
how many times he's had a champ on
He's a
the championship
chump.
belt on his waist?
He's a chump.
All right. And that's why he called out Dolph Ziggler's parents, and he called Dolph Ziggler
Yes.
a chump.
Yeah, he
But
did.
this was a good thing. I really dug the segment. I can't believe you didn't like it. Because
I didn't. I liked that part of it. I didn't like. There was no reason to do that video package.
Nope.
You know, no reason for that.
No reason at
Miz
all.
is doing good without that video package.
Yep.
he was.
What's that?
He was. I mean, but they needed to waste some time.
Yeah.
So then we had Dolph Ziggler almost crying, saying about how much of a loser he is.
Yep.
And he basically put his career on the line. He said, "Give me one more shot." And The Miz agreed. Title for career.
Yep.
Oh, man. I think it's going to be a great match. I think Dolph Ziggler's going to lose. But I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a great match.
Well, you remember what I said though in my rumors, so
Yes, you
that it might be happening. But at the same time, it's like Miz said it. He said, you mean to say that you're done with wrestling? Period. Not leaving for 30 days and coming back, or not coming back under a mask, or not commentating. You're just done for good. And Dolph Ziggler said, "Yeah, that's what I mean."
So that means he can't lose if he's going to stay wrestling. Because if he does and then he comes back, it's no good.
But then again, like I said in my rumors, they were thinking about doing that. So that makes Miz, it would make his point relevant to say, hey, he wasn't supposed to come back. Why is he back? So they better come up with a really good storyline to bring Dolph Ziggler back.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he'll be on TNA.
Oh,
And then Vince buys it. What?
What?
Oh.
Wow.
You got a great imagination then.
He just struck some knowledge there.
I know.
Oh my God. That was your knowledge?
Speaking of knowledge, Becky Lynch comes out, getting ready to fight. Alexa Bliss comes out and attacks her before she gets to the ring.
Yep.
Who the hell was Becky Lynch gonna fight? Because the other 4 women on the roster already fought.
Could have been a jobber. Could have been a jobber.
There was no jobber in the ring, Tony.
Could have been a
There was no
jobber.
in the ring.
There was no one in the ring.
Yeah.
So thank you WWE for trying to pull the wool over my eyes, but I got knowledge.
Because knowledge is power.
And speaking of knowledge, Kurt Hawkins didn't make his debut again. But next week he's gonna make a big announcement.
They better hurry up with this. I'm getting bored with it. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Speaking of getting bored with it, Bray was disappointed that Randy Orton couldn't find him.
Yeah.
And right behind him with the sheet mask, I thought it was Eric Rowan for a second. It was Randy Orton, though. And Randy Orton attacks Bray Wyatt. And then he sits down in his chair, puts the mask back on, and sings The Whole World in his hands. And then, this is what happens when you go live. A mistake was made where Bray's picture goes back up on the screen, and he's talking, but you hear Randy singing.
Yeah.
SmackDown Live, people.
SmackDown Live. Messed it up. Messed
And
up a
then
good
we
thing.
have the main event, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship with John Cena on commentary. John Cena last week lost for the first time on SmackDown in 13 years.
Wow.
Crazy.
Insane.
That is.
13 years.
Yeah.
But like you said, like you huffed really hard. This match was not good.
I huffed.
Match was,
Oh man.
not that, I mean, it was Backlash was way better than this match they had this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I agree.
The best part though was the finish where AJ punches John Cena, and John Cena basically cost Dean Ambrose the championship,
Yeah.
and then Ambrose attacks John Cena, and AJ ends up getting the win. Ambrose gets AA'd by Ambrose gets AA'd by John Cena, and then AJ Styles gets AA'd. So John Cena's left standing tall, trying to be the 16-time champ.
Yeah. He was trying to be like he was the big boy and the big dog in the pound.
And I was actually pretty excited about that. Shockingly.
Yeah.
I would like to see John Cena win the 16-time champ.
I will not.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I'm done.
No, you got to keep the belt on AJ.
You got to keep the belt on AJ. And not only that, do you really want a part-timer with the belt?
Ooh, dang.
Listen,
Wow.
he is definitely no part-timer. He makes
Not
it,
yet. He's getting there. He's gonna be gone for.
He
a couple
did
of
admit
months.
it that he would be. That he is.
He said he's going to be the first ever to do both at full time.
He's gonna be part-time.
He's not going to be part-time. He's going to do it.
That's gonna be a hard
I
task
bet
to
push-ups
accomplish.
on it.
22,
15.
17 and a half.
Okay.
All right, deal. All right.
All right, so that's the end of SmackDown. So we have Raw versus SmackDown. Raw is up 5-4.
Yep.
What do you guys think? What's your vote?
You know what? I was very disappointed with Raw because they were given the same matches they did the night before. There was some good spots in the program. Wasn't too bad. I really didn't like that whole Bray Wyatt and Orton segment. I just think they dragged it out throughout the whole show. They messed it up at the end, and that was my main point of it. If they would have nailed it, maybe it would have been cool, but they messed it up. Becky didn't fight. You got the main event of AJ and Dean. It was both shows were mixed up.
Just go by the main events then.
The main event obviously Raw was horrible. I mean, come on. But actually, you know what? Going back to Raw, in the main event, when did you see what Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens did to Chris Jericho? Right before the match started, Chris Jericho handed
Yes.
Kevin Owens his scarf and was like, "Here, take care of this for me, buddy." And then he wrapped it up and flung it backwards. That was funny. I didn't like both. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I think I'm gonna give the edge to SmackDown. Only because I liked the AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose fight. And it was because of AJ Styles, he made that match happen the way it was. And my vote is SmackDown.
All right.
Smacketh them.
Smack it down, and I don't even have to vote, but
Nope.
I'm going to vote anyway, and I'm going to say Smackdown definitely gets the vote. So we are tied at 5 apiece. Raw with 5, SmackDown
Yes,
with
sir.
5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, interesting. Very, very interesting this whole week. They can always start fresh come Monday. So, all right, where is Miguel Cole?
Mr. Tony!
What do you got for us?
Well, like we've been saying, I have NXT with MC every Thursday on our YouTube page, Wrestling POV Podcast. It is so awesome. And you know what? NXT is starting to heat up. We got
Yes,
the
it
Dusty
is.
Rhodes Tag Team Challenge coming up. It's getting really hot. You know,
Yes.
it's actually getting cold outside, but I'm getting hot because I'm getting so excited. It's so crazy. Also, let me take a breath. We also have Cole Street Corner. I'm going to do a new episode on Tuesday.
What?
I don't know what time we're going to do it. I don't know what location we're going to do it at. So you got to stay tuned on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page for the time and location. Because you know what? I'm a busy guy. I got to come up with this stuff. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. Rick, what do you do here? Do you do anything?
Ooh.
Really, Miguel? Really?
Wow.
So yes, so make sure you check out. You come on out. I'll ask you some questions. We'll play some games. I'll give out some prizes on Cole Street Corner on Tuesday. Find out the location and the time on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, thank you.
That was awesome. All right, so I guess that wraps up the show for today. Good show. Yay. All right, so on that note, we're going to have Mimi Goody's first round of her fantasy bracket, all women's fantasy bracket. So you're going to have to stay tuned for that. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel
Ric Serrano, the third.
and our intern.
Miguel Cole. Adios.
Love, peace, and hair grease. We will see you next week.
Peace out.
Yeehaw.
Good night, everybody!